Assalamu alaikum. Great to see all of you. What we call the early birds, right? For Lahore, this is early bird time. Not 5 o'clock in the morning, but 10:30. So good to see all of you. देखिए, ये Awaken the Giant, shall I go in English or Urdu or mix? Because I don't know how many foreigners are here. Few of them, yeah. My nephews are here. So it's, yeah, I need to do it in English then. So, you know, I'll tell you about myself. I used to be in the Silicon Valley. I used to be a venture capitalist. And then the 2000 dot-com bubble burst. And there was a lot of stress and anxiety, right? Everything looked, the world fell apart. That's when I also went into anxiety. आवाज आ रही है? Clear आ रही है? हाँ. तो मुझे भी anxiety हो गई. I also, and I was in deep stress. Everybody was in deep stress, right? The 2000 dot-com bubble burst was bad, right? $1 billion valuations becoming zero in hours, right? And days. So in that stress, right? I came across a friend who took me into meditation, right? And I started meditating and I joined an organization called the Art of Living. And it changed my life dramatically. In that journey, I met Steve Jobs as well, right? I went to Steve Jobs' house once and he had a meditation session at his house, right? Because I had invested in somebody who was Steve Jobs' mentor, right? And he had introduced me to meditation. So through that connection, I got to meet Steve Jobs. And in that conversation and meeting Steve Jobs and figuring out, right, that the real journey of entrepreneurship comes from within, right? You have to find the force, this power within you, right? That's why we call it Awaken the Giant. When you find this force within you, nothing is impossible. Challenges are opportunities. Your mindset, your energy shifts. That is where meditation comes in, right? Meditation clears out the fog in your mind, right? It's like, agar pani mein, water is very murky, right? You just hold it there for a little while and let it get still. The murkiness goes away. The stillness allows for clarity, for you to see beyond. And there are two really important elements, right? In what you call spirituality, in success, and they're both consistent, right? One is energy. If you don't have enough energy, you cannot succeed, right? You cannot do what's needed to succeed. You need massive amounts of energy. And number two is presence, right? Presence is to be here and now, not worrying about what happened in the past or anxiety about the future. This vacillation of the mind is where 80% of your energy is consumed, right? When you're here and now, fully focused, you give it your 100%, magical things happen. Impossible happens, right? In martial arts, they teach you to channel your energy to, in that moment, to have a breakthrough. You need to be fully in the moment, here and now, right? That's one of the key lessons. And meditation makes both things happen, right? What it does is it stills you so that your energy, inner energy can flow, the infinite within you can flow. And number two is that it allows you to have deep presence, the practice of being present. People think meditation is switching off. It's something more profound than that. It's the art of letting go. Because हम जिंदगी वो ये परेशानियों में फंसे थे ना, worrying about what will happen in the future and anxiety about the past. Oh yaar, ये मेरे साथ क्यों होया? Why did this happen to me? This wasted. To be here and now, just be, right? The word is just be. In whatever you do, you give it your 100%. You are there present with it. And the practice of meditation allows you to experience that on a regular basis. It becomes the first practice. Practice then becomes something that becomes a part of you in every moment. If you practice something enough, it becomes a second nature of yours, right? To be meditative, to be one with whatever you're doing. Make sense? Right? One more thing. And again, I assume most of you are entrepreneurs or people in the tech space, change makers. We deal with a lot of stress and anxiety, right? a world which is full of challenges. I was at dinner with my nephew Kabir. He's a computer scientist from the UK. And last night we were having dinner at Andaz restaurant on the rooftop. It was very cold, right? We were freezing. He said, and I was freezing most, right? These guys can handle it. He says, don't resist it, just be with it. And you'll notice, and that reminded me of something very, very important. When you resist, right? What happens? Whatever you resist persists. Have you noticed that? If I tell you don't think of a pink elephant, what happens? You think of a pink elephant, right? So whatever you resist will persist. And then I remembered in the past, there are people, for example, there's a guy called, I forget his name, who does this as a practice. He takes you get naked in snow, right? And walk around naked or in your underwear, walk around snow and for hours go on a trek. Wim Hof, yes, that's the guy. And you can jump into ice cold water. Our body is incredibly adaptable. And that's where the word superpower will come out, right? Is that we are superpowers. We have infinite intelligence and capacity. And I'm going to bring another concept to the table. The concept is that in yogic science, there are 7 layers to our being. Right? 7 layers. The body being the most basic one. Right? This is one we can feel. It has its own stresses and vacillations. Beyond the body is the breath. The breath runs through our body. Right? You notice it has its own rhythm. And remember, every breath, you notice when you're angry, you breathe a certain way. When you're happy, you breathe a certain way. Breath, the rhythms of the breath affects your state of mind. So the third layer is mind. What is the mind? The mind is the perceiving quality. Right? Are you listening to me? Now, what are you listening to me with? Ear is the body. The mind is what listens, the perceiving quality. Right? And beyond the mind is the intellect. Something that's judging everything, right? Jo bhi main keh raha hu, whatever I'm saying, you're judging it. Yes, no, yes, no. That's the intellect. And remember, most of us have such, most of our learning happens before the age of 5. Right? 70% they say. Because we're very open. As you grow older, the filters become bigger and bigger and learning slows down. Right? That's why most of you are so youthful. You guys are still very open. You don't know what is impossible. That in Silicon Valley, you invest in 18-year-olds. Why? Sometimes they don't know what is impossible, right? All these older guys, they come, they say, oh yeah, this is possible, this is not possible. It's the ability to walk beyond that, making the impossible, I am possible, right? So the fourth layer is the intellect. The next one is the memory. The intellect uses the memory. Now a lot of us are traumatized, right? So like stuff that's happened in the past keeps coming back again and again. So when you balance that out and clear it out, you are able to come to the next level, which is the ego. What is the ego? Yeah, the sense of self, me, right? I am very intelligent, I am brilliant. But it's also I am stupid, I am ugly. Most of us are stuck with a lot of those identities. That's also the ego, right? Ego goes both ways. Not only what I'm great, but I'm not great. I'm stupid, right? I'm not, successful. These are all labels that you put on yourself. And when you can rise beyond the 6th layer, the 7th layer is the self. The self is the infinite within us. Yeah? Infinite, what connects all of us? The soul, the divine, right? जो रूहानियत में ये कहते हैं ना कि the stage when you can transcend, become one with everything. तौहीद का मकसद ही यही है. हम समझते अल्लाह तौहीद is feeling oneness with everything and your creator and accessing that infinite capacity within you. And this is the final journey. So when you meditate, you actually switch off all the other elements. You let go of your body, you let go of your environment, you let go of your thoughts, and you come into the space of the self, the infinite within you, the superpower, the giant within you, right? Those who can access that are the ones who do incredible things, right? Make the impossible possible. And you are all capable of enabling that. Just remember that. This is the journey you're on. People think, spirituality and meditation, all this is hogwash. No, if you really want to unleash your infinite potential, you've got to master this. We also have a great master here. Shanaz, you want to stand up? Who's going to be doing a master class after this, right? Yeah, we use breath and as a technique to be able to quieten the body and mind and energize ourselves and quieten it. Because the breath is very tangible, right? It's like I told you, every emotional state has a corresponding rhythm of the breath, right? So through the breath, you can quieten the body and the mind very easily. So we use it as a tool. So any of you are interested, it's called the Happiness Program. We do it. And today you'll have a master class with Shanaz, which will give you experiences of that potential within you. And trust me, if you unleash that, the kind of possibility that opens up is incredible. I'm a very ordinary person. I grew up in ordinary circumstances, and I've been very lucky. Luck is not. It is being at the right place at the right time, being in the flow of life, right? And choosing, right? I chose to have an impact on society, right? So I want to have a huge impact on society. I want to be a force of transformation. And therefore, God has created, the flow will allow you to come to that place. That's called the flow. And meditation allows you to come into the flow. Okay? Everyone's ready for a small experiment? We'll do it together? But everybody stand up first. Thoda sa shake it off. I want to get you to just warm up a little bit. Just shake it off. And get rid of your ego. Whatever you want to do, just move it. Move your body a little bit. A little bit, right? For 1 minute, just warm up. Any which way you like. Just get rid of your body and your ego. If you want to make a face, make a face. This ego is stupid. It's meaningless. You are much bigger. You are infinite. Right? Just shake a little. You guys are not shaking. Shake. All right. It's good enough. Sit down. So for this meditation, we will close our eyes. Right? What happens is when your eyes are open, your attention is distracted. So when you close your eyes, you're able to go within. So we'll do a journey within. I'm going to sit down. And you guys can all sit down and close your eyes. Can you close the doors so that there is... Aankhein band kar lijiye. Aaram se sit comfortably, right? If you put your palms on your knee, on your laps, palms facing skyward, just relax. Just be. Take a deep breath in and let go. Eyes closed, attention within. Take another deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your environment. All the noises in the room. Become aware of all the noises in the room. The noise of the air conditioning or heating. The person sitting next to you. Accept all noises. Take another deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your body. Your body is a beautiful gift to you by God in love. Love your body dearly. Become aware of your feet, ankles, knees, thigh and hip. Stomach, chest, right shoulder, and right arm. Left shoulder and left arm. Neck, face, head, your whole body, the whole body. Take a deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your thoughts. Whether good thoughts or bad thoughts, let them come. Accept all thoughts. Take a deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your feelings. Whether pleasant or unpleasant, let them come. Accept all feelings. You are peace and joy. Take a deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your feelings. Become aware of your thoughts. Become aware of the sensations in your body. Become aware of your environment. You are bigger than the biggest, infinite. Bless the world, this country of ours, all the ones you love, and yourself. To find to be the truth that you are. Take a deep breath in and let go. And whenever you're ready, with a big smile on your face, you may open your eyes. See, meditation is very simple. You'll notice that just by being within yourself, being still, being present, something really powerful happens to you. And just doing it regularly, right? This is just one way of, what I did in this experiment was for you to just get beyond your resistances, right? I said environment, your body, your thoughts, your feelings. And when you are able to just accept them the way they are, you come into a much more powerful, this place of pure joy and peace that's within you. And when you operate from that place, the kind of power that you bring to the table is phenomenal, is infinite. So, wishing all of you a great day today. Today is, the second day of the Future Fest. What a great effort. And this, you are the future of this country. And I truly believe that this community that we are building is the hope of this country. I used to be in government. I'm in business as well. And all that's good, but we are the agents of change, right? It's how we do it. It's not what we do, it's how we do things, how we enable the world around us. That's what becomes powerful. That's what really brings about meaningful change. So with that, I will beg leave and hope to see you all throughout the day.